Hello everyone, Safety Grinch here, welcoming you to the latest edition of Safety is Our Main Drive. First off, I just want to say I hope your holidays were dreadful and full of gloom and despair. Not really. As the Grinch, I have to say those things, but I truly hope your holidays were wonderful. Before we get started, we need to announce the winners from our secret phrase contest from the last safety video. We randomly picked these drivers who text in the secret phrase, which was "get out and look." Stay tuned at the end of this video and we'll share another secret phrase for you. Each of these drivers have won a $50 Target gift card. They are Constantino Montoya, Aresh Omar, Andrew Kaiser, Stephen Garicki, and Dan Chu. Okay, the topic we would like to discuss with you is very important, especially at this time of year. The topic is driving in adverse weather conditions. Now, as the Grinch, I love cold and nasty, gloomy weather, but I understand that can be a problem for truck drivers. So here are some important tips when driving in bad weather conditions. Let's now get started with our January safety video and share some important information. Here are some interesting statistics on this topic. Each year, on average, there are close to 6 million vehicle crashes. Approximately 21% of those are weather-related. Nearly 5,000 people are killed each year in weather-related crashes, and over 400,000 are injured. Weather-related crashes occur 70% of the time on wet pavement, 46% during rainfall, 18% during snowfall, 13% on icy pavement, 3% in the presence of fog. The Federal Motor Carrier Safety Regulations require that extreme caution in the operation of a commercial motor vehicle shall be exercised when hazardous conditions adversely affect visibility or traction. Speed shall be reduced when such conditions exist, and if conditions become sufficiently dangerous, the operation of the commercial motor vehicle shall be discontinued and shall not be resumed until the commercial motor vehicle can be safely operated. In a moment, we are going to share with you some safety precautions you can take when driving in rain, wind, and fog. But before we get to those, here are some general safety guidelines in driving in all types of adverse weather conditions. Wear your seatbelt and keep both hands on the wheel. Perform a pre-trip vehicle inspection to make sure your vehicle is in good working condition. Keep your mirrors, windows, lights, and reflectors clean. Slow down at the first sign of an adverse driving condition. And when driving, if you must stop, find a safe location to do so. Don't be a driving hazard to others. Here in the Central Valley and Bay Area where RJR operates, we typically don't encounter ice, tornadoes, or snow. Darn the luck! You often encounter fog, wind, and rain. So here are some tips in driving in those conditions. Ooh, garbage! Let's first talk about rain. Over the years, we have definitely had our share of accidents that took place in rainy conditions. Most of you have been to our corporate office in Lathrop. You might recall seeing a truck door sitting on the filing cabinet in the office. Unfortunately, that door came off of one of our trucks that was involved in an accident in the rain many years ago. In fact, it was the only part of the truck that wasn't destroyed. The truck and trailer were totaled and 60 feet of Highway 99 guardrail damaged as well. Thank goodness our driver walked away unhurt and he did not hit any other vehicles. The cause of the accident was our driver was driving too fast in the rain and did not have enough following distance. As a result, he slammed on his brakes and drove into the guardrail. It obviously could have been a lot worse, but it was still a very costly incident. Another similar accident took place a few years ago when one of our drivers lost control of his tractor trailer on the freeway and hydroplaned into the guardrail. Once again, thank goodness our driver was not hurt and no other vehicles were involved, but both the tractor and trailer were totaled. Here is a more recent example of how fast things can go wrong in the rain. Last month, one of our drivers was in a tractor bobtailing on the freeway in rainy conditions. You will see on the video he was driving approximately 45 to 50 miles per hour and had good following distance. Suddenly, the truck begins to hydroplane and he loses complete control, spinning and slamming up against the guardrail. Thank goodness he didn't collide with any other cars and no one, including our driver, was hurt. Obviously, this could have been much, much worse. However, because of the big impact, our truck did sustain quite a bit of damage. Let's look at the video again and see what our driver could have done differently in this situation. Even though it appeared his speed was okay, it obviously was too high for the wet conditions since the truck hydroplaned. Rain and wet roadways can be deceiving. You might think you are going slow enough, but you never know. When in doubt, slow down. Also, and this is an important tip to know, our driver stated when he started to lose control, he started applying his brakes. While it is a natural reaction to use your brakes if you start to hydroplane, it is actually the worst thing you can do. Here are tips on what to do in such a hydroplaning situation. Remain calm and slow down by taking your foot off the accelerator. Avoid the natural urge to panic and slam on your brakes. Sudden braking on a wet roadway can cause your vehicle to skid completely out of control. Steer in the direction you want the front wheels to go. For example, if your rear wheels start sliding left, steer left. If they're sliding right, steer right. In summary, hydroplaning can be avoided by driving at safe, slow speeds. Also, check your windshield wipers, your tire pressure, and the condition of your tires. All this can be checked in a thorough pre-trip inspection. Now let's talk about driving in high wind conditions. High winds have been known to flip semi-trucks because of the high profile of the trailer. But even if your rig is not in danger of flipping over, high winds can push you into the other lane. Take a look at this incident that involved one of our drivers back in 2021. As you can see, he is driving in wet conditions. What you can't see is the high wind conditions that are also taking place. As our driver made his way onto the top of an overpass, a gust of wind caught his trailer and, well, you can see for yourself what happened. Our driver did a masterful job of keeping things upright, and thank goodness no injuries or damages occurred. When I spoke to the driver later, I asked him if he thought he could have done anything different in this situation. His reply, "I should have driven slower in the wind, especially going over the overpass where the wind was really whipping." As you can see, he was driving the speed limit, but in hindsight, he was too fast for conditions. We unfortunately did have a truck and trailer flip over in April of 2009. This incident took place in Tracy, California on 580 near the hills. Once again, luckily no one was injured. However, the truck was a total loss. One other thing to know about driving in high wind conditions, gusts of wind can be extremely dangerous. A gust of wind can catch you off guard and can also be stronger than constant wind conditions. Just like when driving in the rain, when you find yourself in windy conditions, the best thing you can do is be alert, slow down, and when in doubt, pull over to a safe place on the side of the road. Every instance of inclement weather presents its own set of challenges to drivers. Dense fog is no exception. If you encounter fog while driving, don't panic. There are a number of things you can do to reach your destination without an incident. First, make sure your headlights are on. Even in the daytime and in perfect conditions, studies have shown that making your vehicle more visible. Visibility is key when driving through fog for you and fellow drivers. Make sure your headlights are on no matter what time of day. Headlights will allow you to see better and ensure drivers behind you can see your brake. Using your high beams while driving in dense fog can create glare, so stick to the low beams. The next tip for driving in fog is keep moving or pull over. It might be tempting to stop your vehicle when you can't see where you are going, but don't do so. Other cars coming up behind you might not realize you're stopped until it's too late. If the fog gets too dense, find a safe place to pull over that's outside the flow of traffic. A public place to wait out the fog is even better than parking on the side of the road. If the side of the road is your only option, be sure to turn off your lights. If you keep them on, other drivers might think you're in a travel lane and run into you. Reducing your distractions while driving is always important while driving. It's even more so when driving through fog. What can you do? Turn off the radio, Keep both hands on the wheel and definitely stay off your phone. Another good tip is to use the white line that is painted on the right side of the road as a guide. Lastly, just like in rain or wind, if you do decide not to pull over and you continue on, slow down. Speed is your worst enemy when driving in bad weather conditions, including fog. So that's it. Well, I would love to go on and on talking about doom and gloom and horrible weather. I now need to share with you the secret phrase for this video so you can text our safety director, Rob, and he will know you watched the video and can enter your name in the drawing for next time. This secret phrase for this video is slow down in bad weather. I hope none of you win. All joking aside, hi everyone, it's me, Rob, the safety director. Thanks for watching. Just a reminder, please slow down out there, and we'll see you next time on Safety is Our Main Drive. Hello everyone. Woo! Hello everyone. Welcome to the latest edition of Safety is Our Main Drive.